they're more like parents than teachers. It's all like family. Everybody argues. We stop talking to each other. Like, I'm going through things at home with my own cousins, and it's like the same thing here. I don't know, I just feel like if the school wasn't here, I would be so different. And I wouldn't like to be that different. I would like to be the way I am because of this school.
Sorry, Amani. Put some pep in your work stuff. Thanks.
A second, just go ahead and start with number 3. Inside parentheses, I know you're not right. Because there's common factors inside. Like right now, Pedro inside his.
The class I was taking over for was the class that was known as the kind of the tough class. And some of them would like run out of class and run in the office. I'm like, what are they doing? But I didn't really know them. So I would just work in the office, kind of minding my business. And I was asked to take over this class in 5th grade. And I was like, man, they seem a little scary. And one of my coworkers, Oria Lopez, I go, Oria, I'm supposed to take over this class, but they seem like they're a little much. And she said, actually, they're 10. And I was like, you're right, they're 10.
The reality is in New York City, there's a whole bunch of schools, district schools, charter schools, who have entrance exams, they have interviews, they look at portfolios. All those things are walls for a lot of the students in New York City, and especially in Washington Heights, where your first language is in English. They can't get over those hurdles. And so there's magnet schools, and all the kids who get the 3s and the 4s on the test, they go to those schools. But what about all the other students? What about all the other kids? Where do they go? We didn't start a school for any educational, theoretical reason. We opened it because of the community. We opened it because Inwood and Washington Heights needed it.
Okay, so 3x to the third, 12x squared, 63x. Do they have at least something in common that you can just notice? Because there's common factors inside. Like right now, Pedro inside his.
I remember my senior year, I would walk around with a sharpened pencil right here, because I know if anyone messed with me, I'm gonna stab them. And thank God it never came to that, but I was protecting myself. So thinking about these kids, and there's still high schools like that all over New York City. Whatever families they come from, whatever neighborhoods they come from, when they come here, it's safe. And for these kids to not only have been here from 5th grade, but they became family. We became family early. They'll tell you that a lot of the staff here are more like their family than some of their family members.
So I came in here in the 5th grade when I was 10, and I was supposed to be in the school that's next to the trailer park that we were at until 5th grade. But my mom took me out and put me in this school, and I was crying, like hysterical. I was like, no, I don't want to be in this school. But then, like 5th and 6th grade were like the best years of Inwood Academy for me personally. I don't know about anybody else, but I loved it because everybody, we were getting to know each other. And now, now everybody got their own cliques, everybody fall off here and there, everybody fights, everybody gets back together. So it's been like kind of like a roller coaster, but at the end of the day, like they're still my family. Like I've been with this school more than I be with my own family. So like this school is more like me. Like it knows the real me, like instead of my like real family.
I mean, it's surreal. Like you get to like grow up with students, and you actually like build relationships with most of them. And usually in another school, there's like 4,000 students, 5,000, and people don't get to have those kind of relationships. You only have like a couple of friends or your own group. But in this school, like we're like a family. Like literally, like everybody has each other's backs, and you don't even have to talk to one another. But we're just that tight. We're like a unit, And it's crazy because like I said, in other schools you don't get that.
we are in a community that values family. And so when you walk into the homes of our students, they are packed to the brim with family. And family doesn't mean blood relative. It means whoever came from DR that needs a place to live, I'm gonna have a spot for them. Whether they live on my couch, we'll put up a fake wall and we'll divide the living room and you can sleep here and you can sleep there. But everyone is included and everyone has a place to live.
It's true that the majority of our students are Dominican. That's our community basically. It's more than anything else, it is a Hispanic community. But I would say that a lot of our kids come from different homes, lifestyles, whether it's social, economical, even academic.
When I came over here to Inwood, I was a little like, I would speak mostly Spanish. Like I never really spoke English that much. Like I started school like a week coming into New York. And I was put into like a just English class. And it was hard because it's like, I was like, how do I tell them I want to go to the bathroom? Like, how do I tell them, like it was just hard. I had to learn how to speak, I had to learn the work, I had to do the work on my own. You see how other kids, they have like their parents to help them do their homework. I never really had that, like, cause she ain't no English, so how could she have, like, she couldn't help me whatsoever. Not everybody like wants to speak Spanish, like, you know what I mean? Like the most, when you go to school, the most you hear is English or whatever. I made friends here because I was in like a little group where it was like they would focus more on like helping me a little bit more on the English, like we'll read books, like audio books and stuff like that. If I would have never learned English, I would have been stuck.
Well, I think more than anything else, we really want to make a change. We really want to make a change. And to make that change, then you have to do what others don't want to do or wouldn't do. If I have to be that only person who would get out of my own little world and worry about someone else who's out there who is lonely, because maybe at home he doesn't get the attention or love of someone pushing him or her to get out there and make a difference for this family, Maybe that can be the first generation of someone getting into a college, completing high school. I'm gonna make sure that happens. So I'll knock on that door. I think every child deserves an opportunity. And the only way it's gonna happen if someone takes the time to go after that one child.
Like I said, the teachers, they have like a motive, like they want you to do something with your life. And that's helped me because I've gained confidence because of that. I want to do something when I get older. And to have teachers here to keep guiding you and to keep influencing you to do something bigger is great. Like life hit me in high school. I think like that's when I just started to become more mature because I realized a lot of things. Like I realized like my situation back home. I realized like that I'm too old to be playing around for games. I realized like my education is like worth something. Like I think my attitude just changed in high school because like I said, like I saw too many things that impacted my life. I didn't want to go through the same route. And like I said, like I know I have a bigger goal like at the end, and I gotta do like whatever it takes to get there. So if it means I gotta sacrifice being funny in class, then I guess I'll do it,
Besides dance in the future, I wanted to go into theater or specifically theater design or stage design somewhere around there. Had it not been for Inwood, I would have been in a regular public school with no dance. I feel like Inwood personally, it helped me a lot because it allowed me to have a flexible schedule with allowing me to do both very well. I think I'm very blessed to have the faculty here just very supportive and very understanding because they know how important I need this high school diploma, but more to say not just specifically the high school diploma, but more of the education.
students, families, friends, staff, and members of the board. My name is Dan Gaffney, the high school assistant principal, and it is my honor to welcome you to the 2018 graduation ceremony for Inwood Academy for Leadership.
There's nothing more rewarding than seeing students that you've worked with for years succeed. You can't put any price on that. So yeah, there are times I'm like, what in the world? Like, why am I here to 10 o'clock at night? Like, there is no overtime in this job. But at the end of the day, the why is them. It's all about them. When they cross that stage, oh man, I don't even know. I already said order a stretcher because I'm gonna pass out just with overwhelmed with emotion because the why is them.
Wow, we made it. It's been 7 years. We have our first graduating class, kids from our own community that we are helping, to make it through high school.
The fulfillment of the mission of this school is that you go into the world and become leaders in your community to have purpose. But that means finding what you love and doing that thing. You cannot give up. You must find your purpose and you must do that thing. You are special. You are loved. In this world, we are scared to use the word love because it has been abused and twisted and screwed up. But there is no other word that I would use to describe the feeling that I have for you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Along with my own children and family, you are my heart beating outside of my body. You are my familia, mi corazón, and I love you.
Thais Vega. Jamal Hussein. Fabian Garcia. Ariane Peralta. Lady Ann Olivero. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018.